That is part of making the game harder on yourself on purpose. You want that experience. You need that experience. You should have it, embrace it when it happens. It's good to go that direction. It is not good to go the opposite direction, which is you start out your career, start out learning your fundamentals as a beginner using composite leather, and then you come out to the park and somebody has just a regular old rubber basketball and they insist on using that rubber basketball, but because you're only used to using composite leather, when you downgrade and have to use that rubber basketball, you're not used to it. You're not used to the grippiness, you're not used to the lack of features, and because of that, that can be a major obstacle for you. Going that direction, that's not good. That's not progressive for your career, right? If you are going to be faced with obstacles, roadblocks, problems, right, you want that to come from upgrading, right? So you're only used to using rubber. The upgrade would be you go to the park and now you have to compete using composite leather. That's perfectly fine, that's good, that's what we want, but we don't want it to go the other direction where you only play with composite and now you have to go down, play with rubber, and because of it, it messes your game up. That's the wrong direction. We do not want that. Because rubber is basic, that's where you should have started in the first place. You chose to take the shortcut. Because of that, now you're suffering now because of it, because you didn't start where you should have started. So it's fine, come to the park, put your ball down, use their composite leather basketballs, get used to that over time. You want to have sort of that contrast, you want to build on that, you want to learn from it, and one of the most important things you're going to be able to learn from it is patience, right? Because you're going to be making mistakes using the upgraded basketballs that you're not used to, and that's going to be frustrating. There's no way around it, and you don't want to go around it because that would be using a shortcut. Instead, you want to embrace that frustration. You want to learn how to overcome that frustration, deal with it, learn yourself, your emotions, and how best for you personally, because it probably differs from player to player, how you can not let that frustration get to you and overwhelm you and thus negatively impact your game. By the time you come out here and start competing on a regular basis, you already will have some experience with that on your own, because using basic rubber basketballs in itself, when you're training, practicing by yourself using basic rubber, that's going to come with its own set of problems and roadblocks and obstacles that you're going to have to learn how to overcome and deal with, and it's going to be frustrating and overwhelming, and you're going to have to learn how to deal with that by yourself using rubber. You're already going to have a little bit of experience dealing with frustration, but then when you come to the courts, right, and now you're in competition, and in your mind, like, that really matters, but now you're using a composite leather basketball and you're not used to it and you're making all kinds of mistakes maybe because of it. That's just going to be another layer onto making your game difficult now, so that in the future you're going to be a better, stronger, more efficient player. So don't worry about being the outcast who only uses rubber and then has to adjust game after game, day after day, to using other people's composite leather basketballs. It's good for you, it's good for your game, and it will ultimately make you a better player than the people that only ever use composite leather.